it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Used to serve vegetables, now...
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Michel, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On second down now. Michel, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Austin. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the safety.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Open man is Anderson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Jackson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 9, Allen to Michel on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. first down. Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyree Jackson taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This, of course, the second of 3 games on this fine Thanksgiving Day. We had the Bears and Lions earlier, and after we're done here in Arlington, we shift east to Atlanta for the Saints and the Falcons' final game in the month of November. And a good one there with coverage at 8 Eastern time on EA Sports. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Allen off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. His short throw caught by Goddard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. The left side completion to Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be fielded at the 8. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Allen going to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyree Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On play action, Allen.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Michel. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards there, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off the draw, here's Michel, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Bills on 3rd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time. So
not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
55, Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, D.
Again, it's Michel. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
55, Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Allen throwing again toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Man, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Hey, defense, let's go.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam, slam.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That's caught by Waller out left side.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Pollard again. And an alley to run. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Keep playing. Let's get it. 45.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matt Milano in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to this.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Weber. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
We got four down. Say go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
Pull it together. Get it.
And they take a knee.
Feathered on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.